Welcome back to Whiskerwood and our WhiskerBrook playthrough of this early game on a map called Far Frontier. We are getting there. The progression it's taking its time. This was obviously due to me not fully, fully understanding the game. In other words, these things take time. No task. Well, you will get a task. Don't you worry. You're gonna need to fill that in. Now, I can see here that we've got some mining that we can do with that. So we can get them for sure. I don't know whether there's any more there. No. But there's certainly if I take them out, that'll get me more gold. Because I've got this here, and it does cover this area. I can obviously place all this back again. I don't know whether they walk around there. Maybe wrong. Let's see. Anyway, they can just do that. Don't forget, I'm trying to get a lot more copper into this. Now, when we get close to 3/4 the fall, that's when I'm going to start bringing back all the whiskers from around here, and then get them to be taught. The problem is there's no absolute storage, and that's the damn problem here. I cannot get any I can't get any storage because I can't carry on doing it. What have we got here? We've got some space here. It would actually benefit them to be close to here. I mean, I know I've got these, but this is still ridiculous. It's full. It just doesn't need to be full. Right, let's get some more storage. And I could have a massive medium one. Set to that, set to high. Let's get that being built and see what we can do. I think you've got to have enough storage. Storage is always a problem, especially when you see what obviously that I'm absolutely trying to do as much as this as possible. See, I've got no more place for this sort of thing. Let's get some of that going. We've got tailored in there. It did say that I could have a 10 of them. That's 10. Obviously, I haven't got the tailored in there. Not too sure how much. I've still got 120 and 30 odd of that, so I'm doing all right with that. That would take a flux as well. How much flux have I actually got? 150 something. Yeah, that's quite a lot there. They're going to take the time to get in this. That's the problem. But anyway, that's got cut stone. That's coming together. Now I did build these two, obviously. that means my housing situation has been solved for now. Desperately want to know that, but I did notice in the interim of me doing this that really it would maybe pay to also do one that's coming through there. Although we'd have to redesign some of this. It's not too much of a... It's not too much of a request to do that, I suppose. That's the earth. I just pressed the wrong button there. Thinking, why is that not doing what I want it to do? And obviously now I can't flipping see, which is quite a that's frustrating. Never mind. Now this must be about ready now. I think they can get that one. They're going to have to get that one. It's not telling me they can't get it. Yeah, I think when you go down, you should be able to see. It's a bit of a pain. Let's go back to... What's the smugglers want? The trouble is, if I dismiss, they'll... That got me, I think, a bullion. Yeah, gold bullion. 22,000 I've got. Now, I've got 50 ore, so that's getting better. We're gonna do the ore anyway, so I'm gonna have to build another ore, a factory now. Unless I can get a better place, right? Yeah, I'm a bit more happy with that. I can get something else coming down here if I really wanted to. I know there's places for that to be built on. All warehouses will disable inputs until the completion. The thing is, I only allowed 50 berries in there, and it just sending them all in there. That makes no sense. That's what I don't get. Is that... Ah, see, this is now an issue, isn't it? I'm gonna have to take this one out. The problem is they can't get to... I can't get to that. Which means I'm gonna have to move this. No, I need to go downwards. It's still not solved. Ah! How the hell did that get there? Well, that solved that. Well, that's strange. There we go. I've solved it by moving them. And then they'll fill that in. The problem is filling it in. That seems to be the crux of the matter here. Well, that's weird. Yeah, if I get them two to fill that in, and then I think that's why they can't do it, because they can't get there. But I don't understand why did they... Oh, they wouldn't walk around, would they? Because they can't get around. Yeah, that makes sense. Never mind. Although I don't understand why they can't walk through the thingy-majig. But not to worry. It's just here to baffle us. Yep, where's my cousin's gone? Ah. Well, better pay me tax. Right, we get more. That's good. It goes up and up and up and up and up and up and up. That's the problem. Where was I? That's good. That's even better. Now they'll start doing that. Right, we're through. Now, theoretically, no, go through this way. That's what I created it for. Don't tell me you can't get there. You flipping can. You stupid. No, you can. You just have to walk around. Which is what they're doing. Well, they're not doing. Yeesh. Right, we're in fall. Right. This is the time to start sending them back, I think. Let's get them back. Because it'll take them time to get back. Right, where's the food? Right, so now they're all coming back to Because we want to do that, because if I don't do it, they'll all get ill. And we can now start doing some teaching. Let's get into the... As much teaching as I want to do while they're... Because I don't want them to get caught, because it's good. Although it's okay... Oh, this is stupid. There's no flipping way that that's blocked. They can get through. It's quite frustrating, but never mind. Yeah, I still have 100 and something in wheat. That's why I've not even bothered doing that. That's ridiculous. Mining. Oh yes, it is idle, isn't it now? Can I, which was the one that I wanted to get it through? Then I'll mine that out, mine this here. Not there, it's actually, it's there. That'll do. Look at that. He's coming through. Yeah, baby. I'm going to have to do some editing of that, I think. No. It never made me get down there anyway, so it didn't. Well, that's quite far. Right, now we've done that, and they're going to complain there's nothing else that they can do. They can move as well. Rotate. There we go. It still makes me laugh every time I see that. They're in the air. They can't send. The problem is here is they can't send anything because they can't. We don't have any. These flipping berries are a nightmare. I might actually turn off the berries, Addy, because I've got so many I can't actually do anything with them. How are we doing with our... They're obviously still doing that, so there's nothing else I can do there. I'm not going to use the fertilizer. What's the other recipe that I've got? Rock salt. I got rock salt from there. I got rock salt. I've got 18 somewhere. We're going to put some rock salt in there. Let's get some more... Right, they're going to go back. Okay, right. Keeps saying no task, but there is a task. It just won't do the task. Um, Look at the flipping warehouse in that. I can't do that yet, can I? Because it's still got one in. And it probably couldn't put that there because of it's got no flipping lever. Right, you should be taking these two out, and then that's it. You babby asses. Dig, my friend, dig. Dig be live. Also, we'll do a mine that there. Yeah, I see it's getting significantly more expensive. It does in winter as well. And sea bread. Dirty needs a bath. We'll get a bath then. I don't think I'm stopping you, am I? I think we've got soap. We got soap. Probably very soap. Getting chilly. I'll tell you what I might do. Yeah. We know that this is going to kick off. Turn that off, will it? That dipping thing annoys the crap out of me. Stop doing that. Why does it have to put the H on? Now, theoretically, I'll do one there and one there. So I've got all this done. Well, no, I haven't got this done here because this will get cold, won't it? Right. Build, guys, build. Oh, no, I can't do that. You significantly should be better off now. How's me hop there? See, there we go. Once I get these in, I'll then start to move over to the food. Do you know something? I might not even move over to the food. Actually, I might even turn it off because I've got 1900 and I've got so much of it. I can't actually do anything with it. When it starts to get thingy, I think I'll turn it off. It was alright. Right, you've got taxes are due in a little while. I suppose in a way I could use some of the berries to pick, couldn't I, really? And leave the cotton out of it. That would reduce the flipping berries. Yeah, let's do that. I've done 50% of it through that. I haven't even had to... That's now That's only taken 200. So that's actually some of the berries gone. Which should help the situation. But I'm going to have to use more because it's ridiculous. It's good. Oh, I've got a housing shortage as well. Okay. Could do with more of them, couldn't I, really? But if I don't get more, then it's definitely copper or tin. I've got a bit more. Ooh, there we go. We'll take that and we take that. Could it be magic now? We also want, if they're going to come through here, we're going to need a fire this. Now, I'm hoping that they're going to go down here. If I can find my buttons. I'm going to chuck you out of there. How much of that can I fill in? I can also fill in this as well. So it's saying it's chilly, but the thing is, they're in a mountain. Don't say you're in it's chilly if you're in a mountain. I suppose it would make sense to get one here though as well. I'm taking all these out. Because I've got a ton of food, and I might that will reduce the berries because I can't hack with all these berries. There's so many of them. I'll get that running as well. I'll get all sorts running now. Because I can actually finally get, like, certain things running. I don't even know where I could get the teaching. Could I get the teaching? No, I can't. Research. 80%. I'm just trying to get them really in there because I don't want them to get cold. Now, I should have some medicine. Here we go. There we go. I've got 15 medicine. Too cold to operate. Yeah, well, we can sort that out. So now we're going on fast speed because I want the winter out the way. I want the winter. We won't get the winter out of the way for this episode anyway. So let's do a bit of a recap. I'm keeping all these going because obviously they're going to give me the cotton for selling. That's obviously going to get going in a minute anyway. I'll set that to high. Obviously we've got certain things like these should come out back out again. This should, are they going to get cold? Cold, so I'll get them back out. And yeah, so sorry about that. So I wanted to get all the whiskers back to keep them warm. Now I've got all this food, so I'm not too much worried about, you know, having other things. Ooh, I'm gonna have to get some fuel though. That's a definite concern. Which is the one that gets the fuel? I don't know. I can't. There's a few. coal to fuel. I'll do that because I'm running out of fuel here. And that would be best to get the coal going. I've got enough coal, so that'll be set up for next time, because this is all the coal here. So this'll get running, and for every coal we get 21 fuel. Flipping, oh, that's a lot. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed that. We will see you the next time, and obviously we'll start. You know, these are all back now. That was the Achilles heel. I don't want them to get ill. Although I do have obviously a way of, you know, sorting them out here. But anyway, we will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye for now.